Hey, Totodile, you're, kinda facing the wrong way there. Whatever. His face being in the wrong place, but his heart is definitely in the right place. Hey everybody, Gmon here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Soulsilver version. In the last episode, we took on a request from Professor Elm to help him retrieve an item from Mr. Pokemon, which apparently he wants to show him. And as a bonus for helping him out, we got ourselves a very first Pokemon, our starter Pokemon, the lovable scamp Totodile. How are you feeling, Totodile? He is, apparently he does not care. Alright, you keep doing that. And in the last episode, we made over here to Cherry Grove City as well, which, while we made to Cherry Grove City, we were introduced to these two buildings over here, the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart. And while we get ourselves a little bit of tutorial about how they work, I think it's more important that we go inside the actual buildings and actually show off what they do. So that being said, without further ado, let us, well, do it. So starting off over here, we have ourselves the Pokemon Center. And the main use of the Pokemon Center is this front desk over here, because this front desk here is very handy. Let's talk to the girl here. Hello, welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your entire Pokemon to full HP. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? I definitely would like to. There you go, Totodile. I love how Totodile like, actually jumps onto the tail to get healed up. It's such a cute little animation. And by talking to this girl, she'll fully heal up your entire party of Pokemon back to full HP. Completely full and completely free of charge. If only we had a healthcare system like this, am I right? Restore your Pokemon to full health. Please come back again anytime. So that's the main use of the Pokemon Center, heal up all your Pokemon. However, there is an additional bonus to the Pokemon Center that's not actually talked about, like, in the game itself. You have to, like, figure it out for yourself. And that is that every time you go to a Pokemon Center, it will basically work as a checkpoint for you, because if you lose all your Pokemon in battle and you all faint, you'll be put back to the last Pokemon Center that you visit and healed at. So this kind of works like a checkpoint system, so it's very important you visit the Pokemon Center. So I always recommend we visit a new town, to just go walk into the Pokemon Center and just check it out. And one more thing we should probably talk about before we head on out is that up these stairs, there's a bunch of little rooms over here, which we'll be talking about in the future, but for the time being, we don't really have a use for them, so we're going to be kind of ignoring them for the time being, just let you know that they're up here. And also gonna just say before we go, this Pokemon Center's design freaking rocks. I love this Pokemon Center. I think it's really cool. I think it looks very sleek. I love how, like, both of the floors are now connected in this game, because in the previous games, you had, like, an escalator, kind of like the one over here, to go to the different floors, but in this game, they're all connected. I think it's a very cool Pokemon Center design. That being said, appreciating, the architecture of this place. Let's keep on going. So there you have it, a fast rundown of the Pokemon Center. Hopefully I'm not going too fast, but I'm trying to get through the tutorial stuff as fast as I can. It's the start of an RPG. There's gonna be lots of tutorial things to go over, and I'm trying to get through it as fast as I can, so bear with me. That being said though, one more building to talk about, the Pokemart. Let's check it out. So this blue building over here with a fantastic jazzy tune is the Pokemart, and this is where we're gonna be buying a lot of your gear for your adventure. So let's check it out. Hello Clark, how you doing? Welcome, what do you need? What do I need? I need to check out your inventory, because over here, this guy will be selling you items throughout your entire journey, and the items here will be updated as you go throughout the region. And for starting here, we have 3 items. We have the potion, which will heal 20 HP points when you use it on a Pokemon. We've already talked about this. You have the antidote, which will heal a poison type move, like will heal up poison if your Pokemon gets poisoned, and we haven't been poisoned quite yet, so we're not going to be talking about it in depth, but just let it be known, these heal a poison. And finally, the Paralyze Heal, or the Paralyze Heal, heals paralysis, which once again, we've not been paralyzed, but when we get paralyzed, we'll definitely be talking about that. Just let it be known, these heal them. So there you go, that's the Pokemart. Very simple place, very convenient. I mean, it's basically a convenience store, so of course it'd be convenient. And like I said, the music here is phenomenal. I love the Pokemart theme so much. It's not my favorite version of the Pokemart theme, that'd be Gen 4's Pokemart theme, like Diamond, Pearl, and Platinums, but this game's Pokemart theme is pretty good. And it makes me sad too, because after this game and Next Generation, the Pokemart theme no longer exists, because the Pokemon Center and the Pokemart are actually fused in the next games onward. So I appreciate it for the time we can, because as of the next games, there won't be a Pokemart anymore. How tragic. That being said though, the tutorial's out of the way, buildings checked out, we can finally move on forward. Let's leave Cherry Grove and go find Mr. Pokemon. Apparently not. I made it. I forgot about one thing. That's another token for me. Dang it. And he will give us a map card for our Poke Gear, which we haven't even looked at our Poke Gear yet, which I probably should, so now's a good time if any. Select the Poke Gear on your touchscreen and then select the town map icon. You'll see the map of the region you're currently in. The Poke Gear becomes more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck in your journey. What a helpful old man. So that being said, we should probably check out the Poke Gear since, we just got a brand new update for it. And when you see sparkly new things, you want to touch them, so let's go touch it. Poke Gear, let's check it out. So the Poke Gear here has a few uses, and a few of them we've already heard about. However, we'll go over them one by one. Starting off here on this screen, we have ourselves the cell phone feature, which the cell phone feature will let you call people, obviously. And just for a demonstration, let's call my mother. Hello? Oh, hi, Zachary. So how's your errand going with Professor Elm? I need to determine. You'll be okay. Thank you, Mother. With your wise words of courage, I shall press onward for the dangerous Route 30, which is coming up. But that's a phone call feature. It has some uses in the future, but for the time being, it's just kind of a fun little feature. But there are uses for it. There you go. Next up over here, we have ourselves the second card, which is actually the card we just got. This here is the town map card, which will show you the map of the region. And as you can see, this here is the Johto region. It's a pretty big region at that. And as you can see, we're right here in Cherry Grove City. Newark Town's over here. Every place you've been to before will be highlighted red. Everything you haven't been to will be highlighted gray. So as you can see, there's a lot of regions left to explore. But I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are too. And then finally, for our final feature of the Pokey Gear for the time being, we have ourselves the most important part, the theme feature, which will let you change how your Pokey Gear actually looks. We have a blue theme, which is the default for the male. We have a pink theme, which is the default for the female, which, you know, if you're playing as a girl, you'll start off with this, but you can change them anytime you want, so there's not really any meaning to it. You just change whatever one you like more. And personally, I kind of like the pink one more. I don't know, I've always been a sucker for certain colors like pink and purple and orange. Although I'm like the only person who actually likes orange. I've learned from like all my friends that I'm apparently the only guy in the world who likes orange, so there you have it. Third theme over here is a reference to something, but I'm not going to mention what the reference is, but I'm sure many people can probably figure it out. I love the font of this thing too. Look at that, like 1904. That looks super cool. And also, I just realized that my time on this thing is actually incorrect because it is actually a Tuesday, not a Wednesday. So I'm apparently one day in the future. All right then. Next over here for our fourth theme over here, we have ourselves a theme that I don't know what the buildings are actually called, but I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be themed after those gigantic like wooden towers you see in Japan, kind of. I think that's what it's supposed to be themed after. It also looks really cool, but there you have it. And then the fifth one, which is my personal favorite of them all, we have ourselves what I like to call the champion theme because it looks very dynamic, it's got lots of gold, I just think it looks very nice, and it's my personal favorite theme of the 6 of them. And then finally we have ourselves a kind of a, I don't think this really references anything, I think it's just like a nice color theme. But there you go, there's your 6th theme. And personally, for this game, I'm going to be using the 5th theme because like I said, it's personally my favorite, so there you go. Actually, you know what, let's mix things up. I'm gonna use the pink one, because I'm manly like that. I use pink. Look at that. Beautiful. So there you go. Pokey Gear is a pretty neat feature, and I did not mean to go back into that. I was wiping off my touchscreen. My bad. So yeah, Pokey Gear, pretty neat feature, but there you have it. And with that being said, it is finally time after all this dilly-dallying to go on to Route 30 and time to find Mr.Pokemons House. Let's friggin' do this. And I run into a Pokemon immediately. Wow. Ah, well. And we have ourselves a Weedle, a bug-type Pokemon. How you doing, Weedle? I'm sure many people are familiar with Weedle. It's a classic Pokemon. And while normally I'd be talking about the Pokemon in depth as we go along the routes, since we don't have any way to catch Pokemon at the current time, I'm still not going to be talking about the Pokemon here. But when we ever get the chance to catch Pokemon, I'll be going over the Pokemon in depth. For the time being, though, we're just hitting it with a water gun and keep on going through. And you're going to go for a poison today. Am I going to get poisoned? Let's find out. I am not. Wow, it's kind of shocking, actually. Because whenever you're playing Pokemon main games, what always happens is that the AI will always get the chance to poison you. It'll always poison. If you go for the poison, it'll never happen. And wow, okay, apparently I just need to keep talking like this and it won't happen. I'm jinxing it. I like this. And there you go, Weedle defeated. Not bad. I'm surprised I didn't get poisoned there, because like I said, every time the AI goes for something that can poison you or like paralyze you or something, they always get it. But you use it, never happens. What do you guys say over here? Oh, you're wearing the running shoes. They make you feel like you're flying, don't they? But beware of wild Pokemon and trainers. When you run, the noise will attract them. This is actually a very good tip, because if you're running in tall grass, you'll have a higher chance of running into wild Pokemon. And if you're running near trainers, they'll tend to notice you more often if you are running. However, I'm going to ignore that for now, and we're going to go over here and pick up this Pokeball, which has a potion in it, because believe it or not, Pokeballs in the overworld are not actually Pokeballs. It's an illusion. What they actually are is an icon for overworld items you can pick up over the, in the overworld. And in that case, it was a potion. Which, now we have 6 potions, so we're kind of loaded. And this house could be Mr. Pokemon, but I'm curious what's ahead. I'm going to ignore it. Or not. Hey, kiddo! How the world can you be so oblivious to my eye-catching house? Hold it right there. Oh, brother, here we go. When you follow that path up north, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. Before you go, let me finish what I have to say. Do you have any apricorns? Apricorn trees bear fruit once a day. I have one of these trees too. Apricorns are really something. You can make Pokeballs and other things. They're quite useful. I have a feeling this is meant to be because I have something for you. And he gives us an Apricorn box free of charge. Awesome. With an Apricorn box, you can carry so many Apricorns. You'll be a decent Apricorn collector. And, well, thank you. As quick as he came is as fast as he left. However, to thank him for giving us a free Apricorn box, I'm going to steal from his Apricorn tree. I'm so evil. And there you go. We got ourselves a Grand Apricorn, which is short for green. There you go. And apricorns, as he was mentioning, actually have a ton of uses that you can use in the future. But for the time being, they're kind of useless. They don't really have any specific, like, uses for them. So for the time being, we're going to be ignoring them and pretending they don't really exist. Because, like I said, we can't really do anything with them for the time being. Just let me know, you want to collect them, and they come back once every 24 hours like that guy mentioned. And hey, we have a Pidgey over here. How you doing? I could run away, but I think I'm going to fight this one out. Because now is a perfect time to talk about something that's very important in Pokemon battling. And it is something called Same Type Attack Bonus. Stab for short. It's a term you probably haven't heard thrown around before if you play Pokemon. And what the Same Type Attack Bonus is that if you're using a move that is the same type as the Pokemon using it, you will get a 1.5 power boost. So if you don't have a reason not to use your move that's the same type as you, such as the Pokemon resisting it, it is pretty much always the best idea to go for the move that's the same type as you. In my case, it'd be Water Gun over Scratch. And we can level up. Awesome. Let's take this to level 7. Alright. Get some stats boosts. Unfortunately, no new moves. You'll get new moves every time you level up, but there's a good chance you'll get them every time you level up, so it's not a bad idea to get some XP. Over here we got ourselves another Pokeball, which has a free Antidote, which would have been useful if that Weedle poisoned us, but we didn't get poisoned, which is perfect. Alright, what is going on over here? Go, Rattata! Tackle! What? This is a big battle. Leave me alone. Well, good luck with that, champion. I am rooting for you. And what do you got to say over here? A Pokemon uses its moves as long as it has PP. When a move has no PP remaining, a Pokemon can no longer use the move. Then you take your Pokemon to the Pokemon Center and get it healed up. This is a pretty good piece of advice. However, we're not going to be seeing it come into play anytime soon because you have tons of power points. But basically, every move has a certain amount of power points, and if you run out of power points, you can no longer use the move until you heal up at a Pokemon Center. There is actually an item to heal up your power points. However, we're not going to be seeing it, and it's a very rare item as well, so don't count on seeing it too much. Tutorials are rambling aside, it looks like we made it to someone's house. But before we do that, we have an apricorn tree over here, and I want to yoink it. Boop! And we got ourselves a pink apricorn. I love how you short form all the apricorn colors. Makes for some funny dialogue. And there we go, we got a green one and a pink one now, not bad. And whose house might this be? It is Mr. Pokemon's house. Looks like we made it already, not bad. We could go in. I'm just kidding, we should probably go in. We're here on a mission after all. And it looks like we got 2 guests over here instead of 1. You must be Zachary. It was I who sent the email to Professor Elm earlier. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. And we got ourselves a mystery egg. How, well, mysterious. A friend of mine from Equity gave it to me. I bet you can't find this kind of egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what it is. He's the best when it comes to the research of Pokemon evolution. That's a quote from the famous Professor Oak. You return to Professor Elm? Here, your Pokemon should have some rest. Why, thank you. I'm sorry I made fun of your name earlier. And speaking of Professor Oak, oh my god, it's the living legend himself. And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So you're Zachary. I was just visiting my friend, Mr. Pokemon. I was running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon? I see, you must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You'll treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Why'd you have to add the it seems at the end there? Are you doubting me? Please don't doubt me, Professor Oak. I believe in you. Believe in me, please. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokedex. It's an automatically records data on the Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia, and I'd like you to have it. For helping, we got ourselves a free Pokedex. Alright. Go with many kinds of Pokemon to complete that Pokedex. But I stayed too long. I have to get to go around from my usual radio show. Zachary, I have a feeling this is not the last time we'll meet. Let's exchange phone numbers just to be on the safe side. And now I'm getting to Professor Oak's freaking phone number. Today is the best day of my life. Do 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 do. It's such a catchy melody. You can't help but not sing it. And there you go. And a lot of stuff just happened. We got ourselves a mystery egg, we got ourselves a Pokedex, we got ourselves Professor Oak's phone number. Hey, a lot is happening in this building. But before we go on forward, how about we check out this device that we just got? This here is the Pokedex, which is a staple of the Pokemon series. How many people are going to be familiar with this thing? The Pokedex here is exactly what Professor Oak mentioned. It is a high-tech encyclopedia, which will make it so you can see all the Pokemon you've caught and learn a little bit about the Pokemon you've been seeing throughout your journey. As you can see, since I've caught Totodile, we have ourselves a full Pokedex entry here. However, if I check over a Pokemon like Pidgey, I have basically no data because I have not caught it. By catching Pokemon, you'll fill out the Pokedex, but you can still fill it somewhat if you see the Pokemon, so it's a bit of both. That being said, though, let's take a look at a Totodile, shall we? Let's see. Totodile, the big jaw Pokemon. It is small but rough and tough. It won't hesitate to take a bite out of anything that moves. Hopefully that does not include my arm. He was looking at me kind of funny earlier, so you're not gonna eat me, are you? He wants to return to the lab. Alright, that's better than getting my arm bitten off, so I'll take that. And you know, we're kind of done our work here, so we may as well head on that. And a phone call right on cue. Hello, Zachary? It's a disaster. It's terrible. Oh, what should I do? Oh no. Please get back here right now. Oh my god, I can't believe it. He got himself another email. Okay, no, not really. He sounds like he's having a bit of a panic attack though, so we should probably hurry up and help him out. So let's get going. And hopefully run into no wild Pokemon while we're doing this, but I'm gonna try and walk through here. Aha, the classic Metal Gear style always pulls through. And look at that, no wild Pokemon, because if, like I mentioned earlier, if you're walking instead of running, you have a less of a chance of running into wild Pokemon, which can be a pretty helpful feature. That being said, we want to go down over here. We have ourselves yet another new feature to talk about. Seriously, I know I'm rambling on my mouth on a lot, but there's a lot of stuff to talk about at the start of this game. Over here, we have ourselves these weird little rock formation type things. And if you were playing the game for the first time, you had no idea what you're looking at, I don't blame you. I had no idea what these things are supposed to be either. But apparently, these things are cliffs, which work as shortcuts if you're jumping over them. However, they're only one way, so you cannot go back the way, but you can go over them like so. So, a very handy feature for making a shortcut back to where you need to go. Like so. And because of the shortcuts, we're already back in Cherry Grove City, so, not bad. And, my Pokemon, let's see, have my Pokemon hurt at all? No, I don't think we took a single, let's see. Yeah, we're at full HP. Oh, no, I just remembered, I healed that freaking, Mr.Pokemons House, which is why I hadn't taken any damage. So I was gonna say, what happened? I definitely got into some battles there, but whatever. So since our Pokemon's fully healed, I guess I can kind of just skip the Pokemon Center. So that being said, let's go help out Professor L. I almost said Mr. Pokemon. You got a Pokemon at the lab. What a waste. That's a Pokemon too good for a wimp like you. Don't you get what I'm saying? Well, I too have good Pokemon. I'll show you what I mean. Well, this kid's got an attitude problem, and he pushed me earlier, and I said I wouldn't forget it. So you know what? I'm willing to battle you. Let's settle what happened before. This here is challenged by Password Boy, and believe it or not, in the original game, he's actually called question mark boy, which personally I think is way funnier. So that being said, let's get into our first ever trainer battle here. This here is, well, Password Boy, and depending which Pokemon you pick for your starter Pokemon, he will have himself 8 different Pokemon. Since I have Totodile here, he has the grass starter Chikorita. If you have Cyndaquil, he'll have the water type Pokemon Totodile, and if you have yourself a, what was the one I didn't cover? Chikorita, he will have a Cyndaquil. So whatever Pokemon you have, he'll have the type advantage against you. However, in this first battle, he's only level 5, so he has no way to hit you super effectively, so it's not that scary. And admittedly, even though this first battle has a freaking amazing battle theme, and it's a very cool battle, it ends up being kind of nothing too crazy, because all it ends up being is just you two spamming your attacking moves because, well, we're only level 5 and 7. And oh no, he tickled me. You're doing okay for someone weak. I would watch your mouth, buddy. You're at half HP. I only took him 2 damage. There you go. One more scratch should do it. And he goes for Growl. Not going to help you, buddy. And you know what? Just to disrespect you, I'm going to go for Water Gun. Actually, I'm going to beat you with a not super effective move. How do you feel about that? And he actually lived it. Wow, okay. Although he went for Growl again, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, this first battle here, very cool, like, music. I love the music for this fight a lot. It's probably one of my favorite battle themes in the game. But, not the most exciting battle, just because, well, like I said, 2 low-level Pokemon, what are you gonna do? And there we go, we've overcome a rival in our first battle, because, spoiler alert, this guy's our rival. Get tons of XP for a trouble, almost a full level up, wow, not bad. Are you happy you won? Not bad. And that's for pushing me earlier, you jerk. You wanna know who I am? I'm gonna be the world's greatest Pokemon trainer. And he pushed me again. He didn't learn his lesson. Wow. Give it back. That's my trainer card. Oh no. He saw my name. Well, lucky for you, I'm a silent protector, so I can't even say your name out loud. So I guess you got off the hook today. And Totodile, were you looking? You're looking the wrong way the entire time. I love you, but you're such a dork. Well, that out of the way. We got our revenge for earlier. However, we gotta go back to Professor Elm. But before we do that, Apricorn Tree. We have an Apricorn box now, so we can actually pick this thing up. Which this will make our second green Apricorn. Not bad. There you go. And now that being said, now we're going on this way. We can actually take a lot of shortcuts to get our way back there faster, so going back will not be nearly as hard as going over here to Cherry Grove City for the first time. So, shortcuts ahoy. Over through here, and I think we can go over here, dodge down here, I'm thinking here a lot, and finally one more jump. And just like that, thanks to shortcuts, we made it back. Over to New Bar Town. That was pretty quick, wasn't it? And, well, the building's not on fire, so that's probably a good sign. Let's go check it out. And I gotta say this right now, for being a disaster and the police being here, this is like the happiest music ever to be playing during this. Who are you? We're investigating the case of the missing Pokemon here. Rule number 1, whoever did it will come back to the site. Oh my, so you must be the one who did it? This is the worst trained cop of all time. Hold on a second, he has nothing to do with it. I saw it, there was a red-haired boy looking into the building. What? You battled the boy like that? He must be the one who did it. Did you happen to get his name? And believe it or not, as I've already spoiled, this guy's actually going to be our rival for the game, and you can name him whatever you want. And while I could name him something insulting or something whatever, you know, like, you know all the classic nicknames people used to give when they were a kid. But I'm thinking, I don't really have a good nickname for this guy, so I'm going to be going over with his canon name, which is kind of ironic because we're actually playing Soulsilver, but his actual canon name is, in fact, Silver. Which, again, is kind of funny because, you know, we're playing Soulsilver. I wonder if the devs thought of that. I wonder if they're like, huh, okay. We'll name him Silver, but, you know, we're not going to give him a name if, you know, if you're playing Soulsilver, but, oh well. And apparently I cannot find the V letter. There you go. Silver. There you go. I see. So Silver was his name? Yeah, let's go with that. Thanks for helping my investigation. My next assignment is to search for this red-haired individual. And off he goes. Zachary, I'm glad they understand that you are innocent. See you later. She just busted in here to tell them I'm innocent and it just left. What a hero. Zachary, this is terrible. Oh yes, well, Mr. Poke's big discovery. He sure got over getting his Pokemon stolen pretty fast. And let's hand over the mystery egg to him because we don't need this thing. Huh? This is an egg, isn't it? This egg may be something I've never seen. Still, though, it's just an egg. This Pokemon's always fascinated by eggs. Well, since he gave it to us, we might as well find out what secret it holds. I'll keep it for a while to find out about the egg. What? First, I'll give you a Pokedex. Zachary, is that true? That's incredible. He has superb at seeing the potential of people in Pokemon. I almost got that sentence right. Let's try that again. He is superb at seeing the potential of people as trainers. Wow, Zachary, I knew you were a little different. Things are going to be fun. Your Pokemon seem to really like you, so why don't you take the Pokemon Gym Challenge? If you manage to defeat all the gym leaders, you'll eventually challenge the Pokemon League and champion. Or not. Becoming the champion is not at all easy, but you are certainly challenged. But you can certainly challenge Violet City's gym. I read that completely wrong. Zachary, challenging the gym scattered around will be a long journey. Before you leave, make sure you talk to your mom. That is probably good advice, and since, you know, this random old guy just told us to go challenge Pokemon gyms, and I got nothing better to do, let's go challenge these gyms, why not? Which we'll be talking about the Pokemon gyms a little bit in the future, but for the time being, we should probably let our mom know that this guy just sent us off on a journey, so, let's go break the news to our mother. Hey Mom, I'm abandoning home to go play with my crocodile. So, you're leaving on an adventure. Okay, I'll help too, but what can I do for you? I know, every time you receive prize money, I'll save some of it for you. On a long journey, money's important. Do you want to save some money for you? This feature is an interesting feature that I'm pretty sure only Gen 2 has. In fact, no, I'm guaranteeing it. It's a feature only Gen 2 has. And basically how it works is that every time you battle trainers, you will get yourself some money. And your mom here will take a cut of it every time you win, and she'll save some money for you. And every time she gets a bit of money, she will eventually start to buy some items for you, which you'll be able to pick up from Pokemarts. And while the feature is completely, you know, just an optional thing, you don't have to use it whatsoever, I think it'll be fun to use it, so I'm going to. Okay, I'll take care of your money. Be careful. Pokemon are your friends. When you work as a team, you can accomplish anything. Now go on. She got on board of me leaving pretty fast. Who knows? Maybe before we started this journey, I was like a little runt around the house. But hopefully that's not the case, right, Mom? You love me, don't you? Nah, well, I got my Totodile to love me instead. It's okay. I don't need my mom. I just need this little crocodile. That's right, Totodile. All I need is you. Yeah, he agrees with me. Your Pokemon shuts down his body is relaxing. He agrees with me. All right. However, before we go on any further, I think now is probably a good time to stop for this episode because we got ourselves finished with Professor Elm's request and we got sent out on a new mission to go find some Pokemon gyms and challenge them and take on the Gym Leader Challenge, which we'll be talking about that in the future. But just letting you know, we got a long journey ahead of us. That being said, though, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And next time on Pokemon's Soulsilver version, we'll be heading out of New Bar Town for real this time and beginning our adventure for real. So that being said, I'll see you guys then.